You are listening to the Soul Curators podcast, where we get into the funk and soul of things. It's all about good conversations about music. So come join us.
Yo, welcome to season 3 of the Soul Curators podcast. We are back, y'all. We are back.
Yo.
We are back. It's been a minute since y'all heard from us. You know what I'm saying? But we are back to serve the people as normal. You know what I'm saying? So listen, thank you guys for being back with us. Thank you for rocking with us and supporting us as always. You know what I'm saying? And look, we got a great season ahead. We got a lot of things we're working on, a lot of things we're trying to cover, and a lot of things we're going to accomplish. So allow me to introduce myself. I go by MistaGoodBar, host of The Remedy in Houston, Texas, and we are here. And got my brother Soops Kitchen in the building. What's up, boss?
What's going on? What's going on, man? Happy to be back, man. This feels good.
Man,
feels
happy
good.
Black History Month to you, brother.
Happy Black History Month. Oh, we got to say
what
that
I'm saying?
loud. We got to say that loud and proud. Happy
Black History Month.
Happy Black Ass History Month.
Happy Black Ass History Month. You know what I'm saying? Even though Black History is every month. You know what I'm saying?
Back.
Listen, before we get started, of course, we got to shout out our sister, Miss Christina Curates. Unfortunately, she's unable to be with us today. She is dealing with a loss of a loved one. So not only are we dedicating this to stand up for her, we are dedicating this to the life and memory of the one and only Roxanna Love. So to Roxanna Love, her family, her friends, her loved ones, we send condolences and prayer and love and comfort in this tough time. And of course, to our sister Christina Curates, the same, comfort and love and grace, during this tough time. And as family, we holding her down. So, she's here in spirit. So shout out to Christina Curates. You know what I'm saying?
Sending prayers over. Condolences.
That's what's up. And I've never done this on an episode of our show, Soops, but I feel like it's appropriate today because, we're dedicating the show to Roxanna Love.
Back.
We're just going to title this episode Returning to Love. Because actually, the subject of what we're covering a lot of today, Miss Christina Curates was kind of set this off, and we're gonna honor her, and we're gonna cover some things that she brought up that she had issue with. You know what I'm saying? You cool with that, bro?
Oh yeah, I'm good.
So
Perfect.
We talked about as we always do in our offline conversations and our text thread and sometimes on IG Live. Shout out to everybody who jumped on IG Live with us the other day about, and I think I can speak for my sister, one of the things that she has the biggest pet peeve about is the negative perception of R&B music. Can you agree with that, Soops?
Yes.
Like, that grinds her fucking gears.
I think it grinds all of our gears.
Yeah,
but it grinds
no
hers
doubt.
the most. It grinds hers the
can't-
most, but it grinds all of our gears.
She cannot stand the way people look at music, and I think specifically R&B, about what people seem to think as the low-hanging fruit of it, and how it's denigrating and really just raunchy and not of substance. And so she came up with the idea that we just discuss and highlight, since we're celebrating love this weekend and the love holiday either passed or you listening to this afterwards, or as on the day of, whatever. We're going to talk about love songs today, not the toxic. Well, we may get into a little bit of toxic. But we're going to talk about the upper echelon of love songs and some of the standouts that we have been enjoying in our personal listening and also on our platforms. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
Soops, what's your thoughts on before we get into our list, what are your thoughts on like the current state? I hate this fucking question, dog. I really do hate this question. The current state of R&B. I hate this question, but I know I can ask you because the energy I'm coming with.
For me, it's fine. Like, I find a great R&B. Like, we got so many dope artists that know how to sing a ballad. they know how to put bridges in their songs. They know how to not be vulgar, but still, you still talking about that thing, but we ain't gotta just be open about it. So there's quite a few artists that's doing that. Music is still good. R&B is still R&B and it's thriving. I I hate that question. And what I hate the most is I hate the old R&B niggas talking about
Dog,
it. Like,
come on, man.
why, like, bro, just keep making the shit you making. Like, why you talking that there's no real R&B? You know, the Oompa Loompa nigga, Jermaine Dupri. Like, he's one
I'm
of the
mad
most,
that
he's the biggest culprit.
I'm mad. Like 5 names popped in my head when you said Uncle. I was like, who? Bobby Valentine?
that's one. but nah, every time when I seen them, when I seen Jermaine Dupri in them socks, it's just the Oompa Loompa and the socks. It's just one together. But he one of the main culprits. Like, you know, the fact that you talking negative about R&B, which is a genre that you've done well in. To me, it defeats the purpose. Like, highlight the people that are actually making this good music. And all right, example. There was such uproar over the Super Bowl, right? Kendrick, we've asked, can we get real artists on that stage? We finally get a real artist on that stage, and the performance wasn't good enough. And instead of highlighting the greatness of it, the breath control, the performance, everything about it was excellent. We want to talk about what it could have been. Mm-hmm. And this is the same thing that they're doing in R&B. What it could be, but we're not highlighting what it is. Like, there's so many great artists. And we're going to touch on it because we both got dope playlists going. All three of us got dope playlists going. So we're going to talk about it. So there's plenty of artists that's out there that's doing this thing. But, you know, we got to focus on what the people that's actually doing this shit. Like, just focus on that.
So why? And to your point, like, okay, so you're Jermaine Dupri. You can tap anybody in the world and say, "Hey, let's get together. I got 3 joints for you." Mm-hmm. Just, you know what I'm saying? Something let's work on something. It's not like, and which goes back to my other question that I have for you. Why do you think that we're able to find these quality artists, but so many of the general population claims that they don't know who these people are and they can't find them? Why do you think that is?
It's hard to explain it because that generation is different. We grew up, we LimeWire, Napster, you know what I'm saying? Like, we grew up searching for music. So, like, we would download the shit, listen to it, and we would discover so many different artists. We SoundCloud era too. So we've also come up on SoundCloud where an artist would put their music out on SoundCloud and you would just discover it on some random shit. So we are used to finding and discovering music. But that's not how a lot of people just like they wait for the radio to tell them. They wait for Sirius to tell them. So it went from like the radio giving you your top 10 and stuff, and that's how you would discover your music. And then when Sirius comes out, now you're hearing stuff you've never heard on the actual radio. So now that's your new discovery. But now these places aren't giving you independent records. They're not giving you, like, you're not discovering anything that you've never heard before on the radio. So or on Sirius, it's all recycled music. Like, everybody's recycling the same amount of music. So the fact that we can find it is just like how we grew up. Like, we grew up on just discovering different sounds, different music. It's just different.
I think another thing to add to that, what I've discovered is that people want to hear the same frequency that they're familiar with. They want to hear, I want to either know the artist already, or it sounds like what I'm used to hearing. You know what I mean? And they don't, in general, a lot of people have a hard time opening their minds to stuff that doesn't sound like something that's comfortable or familiar. They don't want their mental thing challenged. They don't want that. And I find that that's odd. But I realize that we're anomalies in that, which makes our responsibility or our platform so much higher, because it's like, we like the bullshit y'all like too. We do. Don't get it twisted. I like the fuck shit. Don't get me wrong. But I know there's a balance here. I know there's some other stuff that's out there other than just, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I can listen to the bullshit and listen to the real shit and still be.
Facts.
Yeah, and I think you don't have to pick a side anymore. I think that underground and the Jiggy era kind of messed us up where we can't enjoy both. So,
Yeah, but even during that era though, we had a balance of both. Like you could see, you could turn on BET 106 and Park, you could see all types of people on there.
Mm-hmm.
They might have not stayed on that countdown all the time, because I think Dwelle made the countdown one time.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh shit. But he didn't make it again, but he was on there.
Right.
Like made it once. And you'll see Music Soul Child, India.Arie. You'll see all these people on the countdowns and stuff, and it gave you a little balance. And then you would see the commercial stuff, the shiny shoot shit, and you know what I'm saying, like. But we had a balance, and I think we as the older quote unquote generation, we since we knew about balance back then, we hold that balance today. So we keep that same balance going. They don't. This generation today don't understand balance. Like, you won't have to just listen to one thing. It is like if it's all about just vulgar R&B, that's all they gonna listen to. Then they listen to that non-singing ass nigga Bryson Tiller. So
the Bryson Tiller shot, pow.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's the toxic shit that they listen. That's what they listen to.
They like that.
The other nigga can't sing either. Brent Fires. Brent Fires is the nigga that he can't sing.
I've been challenged as to like his appeal, because I'm not a hater. I try to listen to it, but I was like, okay, well, what vibe is he on? Like, that's what y'all with?
I don't get it. I don't get Party Next Door either. I don't get that shit either.
Yeah, admittedly, I've never given Party a listen. I don't know, and I know he's dropping something Valentine's Day with Drake. I won't know anything about it because I'm just like, I don't. And it's not about Drake. I just don't. Party Next Door. I actually like Drake music. I don't know nothing about Party Next Door, and I'm not really interested. So
you like Drake music?
I do. I'm not gonna lie. Like when he first came out, when he was working with Ninth and working with a lot of the underground hip hop artists, I really liked him, and I saw that he grew, and I was cool with his growth. Later on, in his later projects, I haven't been feeling, but I'm just not a Drake hater. Some of his stuff I fuck with, but I know it's not for me, but I can see the talent in it.
I guess I'm a Drake hater because I don't like. Yeah. I used to in the early on, like when he did the stuff with Ninth, but then when I found out the backstory behind that, I was like, oh, this nigga dirty. But other than that, I was just like, cool.
Like when he was rapping with Nicholas F. and what's that other dude name? It was another young dude.
He did a joint with Elzai.
And rapping with Elzai and with Fonte and all of that. Those were the times where he caught my attention. I'm like, oh, okay. And then, I let him grow into who he was, and he wasn't my favorite, but I still fuck with him a little bit. But yeah, it just.
So do you consider Drake an R&B artist?
No, I consider Drake a pop artist. I feel like whatever popular music is out, he can do. If it's Afro beats, he'll do an Afrobeat song. If it's rap, he'll do a rap song. If it's R&B, he'll do an R&B song. I don't think he knows what genre he is. I think he's just pop. And I say that with no disrespect to him. I just don't think that he's landed on like, this is what I do, this is what I am. Now I can do these other things, but this is what I do. At first I thought that's what he had lined it up, but I don't think he has anymore.
So would he be considered a culture pop artist?
That's a good question,
vulture
man.
Pop artist.
I mean, he does lean into culture vulture primarily because he's a sponge for American culture, and I think he emulates what he can see. I think the reason that I really kind of enjoyed him at first, because I was like, oh, this is a Canadian kid giving us his perspective on hip hop in his first couple mixtapes. I was like, I can see that, I'm with it. And then when he move into trying to do, I'm emulating other regions or other places or whatever that I'm not based out of. And then I think for me, being a resident of Houston and, engulfed Houston culture. When you start emulating Houston culture, you're not from Houston. Like, I'm like, what?
Weird.
Nah. Nah.
Yeah, he went to, once he signed with Young Money, he went to rapper boot camp, and he became a whole different artist after that. And
I just feel like, and I feel that way, and it's not just specifically for him. I feel like any artist, if you're from another area and you decide to go over to another space and sponge up and try to represent something else that you're not from or not with, I'm going to look at it a little bit sideways, because authenticity is most important to me in my music and my music listening. So
Thanks.
if you are a Florida artist, I'm going to shout out Doechii. If you're a Florida artist, I feel Florida when I hear her rhyming and performing. She don't put on like she from somewhere else. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you from Carson, California, you're not trying to act like you from LA. You from Carson. So I love Ab Soul for that. Like, I mean, I respect it. It's the authenticity that does it for me. So I don't know. I just can't. Well, but yeah, that dude.
I'm gonna just say Drake, don't sue us.
Oh my God, yo! That moment when that nigga looked in the camera and said that, I was like, oh my God, this nigga is. I was like, oh shit. This nigga is. Hey, them bots
about to kill us. When we post this, them bots about to kill us.
Ooh, man, they are. Man, they are. But no, so since we were talking about our sister Christina Curates, I know she want to make sure that we highlight her list, which is a very very good list. So I'm gonna go through some of the songs. We're gonna go through some of the songs that she put on her list for songs that kind of represent the current culture of R&B that stands out to her. So one of the first songs that she put on is Xavier Omar's "So Much More." Man.
Xavier, we don't talk about Xavier Omar. No.
We definitely don't. We gotta. I think we need to find a way to talk to him, because that guy is something else, man. That guy is something else. Have you ever seen him live?
Nah. I live in Cleveland. Don't nobody come to Cleveland.
Look, we got to get you. We got to get him up in Cleveland, man. Because look, I was very impressed by what I saw when I saw him live.
Really?
I was very impressed. His mic is on, number one, and his energy is good. Like it's a real experience, man. And so this song, "So Much More," like this guy, like you said, Soops, we don't really give him enough of his flowers. He has been so consistent in this R&B field. It's crazy.
Facts. I've loved everything that he's put out. Like me and Baby Girl got a song. I forgot, it was him and Billy Mercury, I think. And we was dancing to the song, and I'm just like, I got a memorable moment with him with my daughter. So like, of course, like Xavier Omar, he up there for me.
Shout out to XL. Shout out to San Antonio, Texas. Another song she had on her. Yeah, San Antonio. That's probably why I saw him, because he's down the street.
Oh yeah, I thought he was like from Europe or something. I ain't know.
Yeah. Oh man, shout out to the 210. Another song she had on her list is "Forever" by Robert Glasper, featuring PJ Morton and India Ari. Just heavy hitters. Hitters. Yep. Shout out to H-Town.
Robert Glasper got some. If you talking about R&B, like, go to Robert Glasper's catalog and you will find you can find a whole album worth of R&B songs throughout his catalog, and it's gonna hit. Every one of them gonna hit out the park. Guaranteed.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, just his ear for music and who he puts on certain songs is perfect. The way he matches things, like, it's just truly a composer, man. Truly a composer, and a Grammy Award winning artist, as you know, well deserved. Right. Another song Christina had on her list. Christina, you still in all our joints. Cedric Perry featuring Euphoric. The song is called "Loving You." Yo, I ran this heavy when it came out. I know it's about 2 years old. I could be wrong. Man, this joint.
I gotta listen. I don't think I've heard that one.
Man, it's if I play it, you probably have heard it, because it's like his sound is not what I expected. He has a higher pitched voice, but the song is really dope. It's
Maybe
really. It's one of them passionate songs, you know what I'm saying? Where it's like you can't jam to this. You got to sit still somewhere. Like, It's one of those.
So it's a foreplay song.
I wouldn't necessarily say a foreplay song, but it's like it's one of them songs. It's like, look, girl, I'm not playing about you. I'm dead ass. It's one of them.
All right, yeah. So it's leading up to it's a song to
Yeah,
up to
like
the good
it's the song you play to tell her to delete the contacts out her phone, or that's when you gotta put the official IG post up with me on it. It's one of them. It's one of them. It's the one when you put the post up and all your ex niggas be like, "Oh, word, that's your man."
You got all your IG crushes blocking you and shit now.
Yeah, now they blocking.
All right, okay, I got you.
Yeah. The next person she has on her list, who celebrated her birthday recently, the one and only D'Angelo. The song is called "Really Love." A real funky type joint. Let's go, Soops.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know what the fuck he was saying in this song, so I didn't know if it was a love song or if it was a like.
I knew the chorus.
Song.
Yo, I recognize when he says something like, "When you call my name," and then after that I'm like, what? Okay.
Yeah, I was like,
it's like
I ain't know where to put it. I was like, man, I don't know if I should be playing this for the wife right now because we're in a good mood, or should I be playing it when we in a bad mood? Like I don't know.
Yeah. What is this setting us on? Man, listen.
So shout out to Christina Curates for helping us, because I had no clue this was an actual love song. I'm
not gonna lie, she been on our ass about this, because when the project came out, I was like, Christina, I don't know what the hell he's saying. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And she was like, how could you? Yeah, the whole album. And she was like, how could you not know? And yeah.
Now don't get me wrong, I enjoy the album. It's a peaceful album. I enjoy it, but I'm just be like, hey man, bro, you gonna have to break this down for me, because I don't know what you saying, man. like
do I need to get like, for those who may not know, this is from the Black Messiah album, the D'Angelo and the Vanguard. So that's the album we're referring to. So that from song 1 all the way down, like I need to get the lyric sheet. I need to you know what I'm saying? So I could sing along and understand it.
I need to look at the words while you're saying them. Like
right. Or look at like they do on YouTube. They go on YouTube and get the lyric video and they just play the lyrics.
I need that. I need that for those albums. Like the first 2 albums I understood completely, but that album I was just like, it's cool. I mean, it was great. Here's the thing, like I didn't say that when it came out. I didn't say anything negative about that album when it came out, because I was just grateful that we got music from D'Angelo, and I'm still grateful that we got. Even though I it's hard to understand it, I enjoy it. If he sees this, I don't know if he ever see it. I just want to, D'Angelo, we ain't talking shit about you. We love your music
at all.
Like I just didn't understand what you were saying. That's that country shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't understand it all. But
we needed. I know for a fact we needed his sound. Even if we don't get the lyrics, we needed his sound. And his sound, the sound was what we needed in that space, and he gave us that. Now, I would like to sing along with it, but yeah, or what you're talking about.
You can harmonize. You can hit the melodies with it.
That's about all I can do.
You don't know what he's saying, but you hitting the melodies though.
Shout out to Mr. Michael D'Angelo Archer. Christina also had a song that we love from a band that we love. She had "Cure" by Moonchild.
Nice.
We have a different type of love affair with Moonchild, and I think it's because specifically that, and I may be speaking for myself, it's probably because they shocked the shit out of us. Because when you first see Moonchild, you do not expect that sound to come out of that.
Yeah.
Like the first time I saw it, I was like, "What? What?" I was all the way in.
Because the first time I heard him was because of Rhapsody. The first time I heard about Moonchild was because of Rhapsody, and so I kind of knew. I was like, it kind of sound white, but so does Gwen Bunn. So I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
And I saw it, and I was like, all right, no, it matched. Once I saw it, I was like, it's kind of matched, and
Yo,
I've been a fan ever since.
the first time I heard of them, heard the music, saw them, I saw the Be Free video, and I was caught on the first chorus, the first few chords of the song. I was like, oh, that sounds interesting. And then I saw the video. I was like, what the fuck am I about to hear? And then I was like, oh my god, this is beautiful. And I was done after that. I was done. So, so shout out to all 3 members of Moonchild. Andrews Matson just dropped the project also.
I hope they know how big this is. It's Black History Month, and they made a list. Like,
listen, bro. You know what? Full transparency. Soul Curators exclusive right here. Moonchild was in Houston at Warehouse Live, and they performed Still Wonder. I literally started crying in the audience because that song, I love that song so much, and the way Amber was singing it in the moment, and the way they had the light show going. I mean, the mood was just bro, I literally, it was tears running down my face singing that. So I love that song to death, man. So transparency, we listen and we don't judge.
I can't wait to see them perform. I missed the performance when they came here. We actually had to go out of town, so I actually missed the performance. So I gotta find where they're gonna be at next and try to.
Yeah, so listen, if Moonchild, for everybody listening, Moonchild anywhere near you, please go see them. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Especially, and they're the coolest people on the world. They will take pictures, they sign, they do all that stuff. So, shout out to Moonchild.
Now we got to get them onto the Soul Curators.
Bro, listen, I would love nothing more than to chop it up with them. That would be awesome. That would be so awesome.
That'd be dope.
So Shout out to Christina Curates. That was her list. Soops, do you want to get into your list, sir?
Why I gotta go next?
You don't have to. I mean, if you want me to go, I'll go. It's up to you.
I'm still trying to remember. I got like.
Okay, well let me jump into mine real quick. Then we'll jump into mine real quick, and we're gonna start with some fun shit. Okay, we're gonna go toxic. We're gonna go toxic. Okay, so the first song on my list is my toxic pick. And that song is Chris Brown, Residuals. Now, let me explain why I included this. So, first of all, the only reason I really included this song is because his performance on the song is excellent. I think that he sung this song perfectly. I think the song sounds incredible. It was perfect for his voice. The dude could sing. The passion he sang it with, like, I love all of that. It was an incredible performance. Yes, sir. I know what you're about to say.
I never heard the song.
You've never heard Residuals? I think for someone who is not, I think it's safe to say you're not the biggest Chris Brown fan.
Putting biggest on it is
you're not a Chris Brown fan, period, right?
Yeah, okay. No, I'm not.
I think because you're the type of person that can appreciate talent. I think if you listen to this song just for the talent, you'll enjoy it because it has all the things that you dislike about artists that cannot sing and cannot perform R&B music.
The boy can sing. Like I just ain't really like I didn't click on it. Like this is the song that's going viral where people are singing it.
Yeah, I think it's going viral because of his performance of the song. I mean, the way
other artists are singing it with him and stuff like that.
Right, because I think this is the type of sound. If he did a whole album with this quality of sound, I think we could get our Chris Brown Thriller. I think we could get it if he does give us 12 songs on par with this. And I'm strictly speaking on the performance of the song. I'm not talking about the toxicity of it. The performance of the song.
You think he can still give you a Thriller?
I'm holding on to hope, bro. I'm holding on to hope. I think he might. I think he'll be in his 40s. And he might drop a Thriller. I think he can do it. Now he's still a young nigga. He under 40. He's still, he running around having babies with mad women and partying and doing drugs and all that. Okay, I think once he gets that out his system and he gets like 40 something, he might give us a Thriller. I'm holding on to hope because I think he's super talented. He just ain't. He's a Brown. Every Brown is crazy. Bobby Brown, James Brown, they crazy. So they all crazy. But the one thing they got in common, they all got fire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think I'm holding on to that, and I feel like the reason I like this song so much is because I feel like I'm getting close to that because he's always had that talent inside of him, and he just be bugging. Like this is kind of like Fine China is a dope ass song that like I was like I could hear Michael Jackson singing Fine China.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
This is kind of on that par. Like I could hear Michael Jackson singing this song. Like he's performing it so well. It's like, damn, this is a good ass song. Now, let's get to it. The song is fucking toxic as hell. It's so fucking toxic. Because why are you worried about what your ex is doing with her new Why? Why is that bothering you? Like that to me is real toxic. Like I wouldn't give a 15th of a fuck what my exes are doing. Like, I really wouldn't. I mean,
that's true. That is very true.
So I'm like, on that point, it's toxic. Even to the point where some of the artists that are, they leave an open verse on the song so other singers can sing on it. Some of them are singing it like kind of like, remember how Roxanne was dissing UTFO on their song? They're kind of doing the same thing with this on him, and it's kind of funny though. But yeah, as far as strictly on the performance, the song is great, man. Like this is a great Chris Brown performance of a song. But it's toxic as fuck. Yeah, it's toxic as fuck.
I'll take a video while I'm listening to it.
I need you to listen to it twice.
I looked at it.
I need you to listen to it twice, though. The first time I need you to just listen to how he performs it. Okay. Then the second time, then listen to what he's saying. And it's going to be two completely different experiences. So, another song I have on my list is Rihanna J. The song is called "It's You." That's kind of like, it's a beautiful song. It's just simply a beautiful song about somebody finding somebody and choosing them, and that's really what it's about. And so I feel like this is the type of music that our generation of music that we listen to kind of captures that in what we talk about, and that's the perfect example of that. Another song that everybody knows, Mooney Long, "Made for Me." Like, come on, like. She wrote the hell out of that song. I just think that
she wrote that.
Think she wrote song. That's her. All that's her pen. And I think I think it went viral because people who like ratchet R&B heard her sing that, and it felt like they were drinking water for the first time. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't like a shock to us. But
it took me a minute to listen to it because I thought she was a rapper.
Yeah.
So I didn't pay attention to it.
Yeah, she's been a great songwriter for many, many years before she started putting her own stuff out. So, that's why so shout out to her. One of our favorites also I put on my list, Kenyon Dixon. The song is called "Here," featuring Suzanne Carroll. Big Sue, what up, Big Sue? Here is just, what Here is about. Here is one of them one. Here is like what you said. It's like the, what did you say? Like the
Oh, the foreplay song?
It's the foreplay. Yeah, it's the
foreplay.
it's the hey, pull up. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Hey, Kenyon, he got quite a few of those.
Yes, he does. Yeah, you know what time it is. He don't make it hidden at all. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And the last song I put on my list is a breakup song, honestly. "Lucky Day," Misunderstood. And kind of like what I was saying about Chris Brown, his performance of that song is what makes that song so incredible to me. He really performed that song. He sang it. He sounded like he was singing it to the person that it was about, to me. Like, yeah. So that's kind of where my list was at, man. I could have went on for days, but I just wanted to roll it up with that.
Yeah, you got me. All right. First song I'm gonna pick is Leon Bridges' "Magnolias."
Yes, sir.
I heard that. It's such a lovely song, and it gives you the climax. Like it's a dope song. When y'all listen to it, you'll get it. You know what? Jane Hancock, Laying Next to Me. That,
bro. Oh my
that
God.
is, that's that one.
Whew.
Like, that puts you in the perfect spot, because like it's telling you, she telling you basically like, I want you here, I want you next to me, and whoever you feeling, that's the song you playing. Like, yo, I'm really into you. Like, I want you next to me, and that's a perfect song for that. And these are two newer songs within the last couple of years. Like, I think Leon Bridges came out 2020, something like that. And then Jane Hancock was what, 23? 23. So these are new songs. I want people to understand it. My other song is Will Jordan, Slip and Fall. Will Jordan is an incredible R&B artist. He's a toxic R&B artist, but this song, this Slip and Fall isn't off of his last album. This is a Lucy, and it's going into like his lovely side. So he's talking about how much he fell in love with the girl and everything, and that's a perfect song. It's a beautiful song. I got to listen to it when it first dropped. I was standing at Myrtle Beach. I was looking out as the sun set, listening to that song. It's a beautiful song. Beautiful song.
Okay, scenario. Okay, set the scene.
and my last song is Alex Isley, Mine.
You can't go wrong.
You can't. That's the perfect song. When you in love with somebody, and you want them to let them know, like, you are special to me. You turn that song on, and everything is wet. That's all.
The description is perfect.
Oh my God!
So yeah,
everything.
That's my list. That's my list.
The problem we have is how we gonna get these headstrong, stuck in their ways ass people to listen to these joints, man. Like, I don't know how we sneak it into their playlist or direct them. Like,
that's why we make dope ass playlists, because the playlist that's about to come out of this show, they gotta listen to it.
Man.
They can't not listen to it. They got to,
man. It's crazy, man. It's just so much, and we only scratched the surface. We gave y'all just a touch. We could go on for days with lists of songs that would fit this bill to combat. You know what? Here's my crusade. Okay, as someone who has lived by this and said this myself, I'm gonna challenge myself. I was always somebody who said the '90s was the best era of R&B. I'm gonna challenge myself. I'm gonna put together something that makes the '90s R&B be like, okay, y'all got competition. I think we can do that. I think I can do that. That's my challenge.
We've already done that.
Yeah,
I think between all of our playlists, we've already done that.
Yeah, I think I'm ready. I'm ready to go to war with that. I think I can do that. I think I can speak for the. Now, I'm going against my grain and my natural instinct, because I live in '90s R&B, but I ain't of it. Like, I'm open to other stuff, and I want other people to be open as well.
Hey, the perfect group to do that in. Shout out to the Groove Suite.
Listen to all the Groove Suite listeners. Listen, y'all know what it is, man. Y'all know how we give it up. Y'all know what it is.
That's where that group, we can have that conversation in that group.
Absolutely. We need y'all to join us and help us with this challenge, man. Help us and listen to the songs we told y'all to listen to. We ain't sending y'all no whack shit. Everything we selling about is fire. Like, come on, man. It's gotten to the point we pleading with people to just listen to music now. That's crazy.
Please listen to me.
Listen.
Hey, do we gotta do like the R&B, the R&B bag? Like,
oh no, the reaching in the air. Hold on, I ain't got my turtleneck on. I gotta have a turtleneck on with this shit.
you gotta grab the air.
Grab the air.
Please.
And sing like your mama mortgage is coming up.
Thanks.
Oh, that was a dope ass era R&B when niggas was singing in the air and grabbing the air and pulling it down.
It was perfect.
Oh man, why is Carl Thomas popping in my head? Carl Thomas and oh my God, man, that was crazy, crazy,
full
man. Such a wonderful thing.
Full transparency moment. It's like 9:00 and my daughter's not in the bed yet, and she's upstairs like just trying not to go to bed.
Okay.
Throw that in there.
Okay. Well, listen, Mama, I'm gonna need you to get some sleep now, because you still got that clock going off at the same time in the morning. We don't want to hear nothing. We don't want to hear nothing.
She ain't made a move to get in the bed.
Oh no, we got to get with that. So look, before we shut down, I definitely wanted to introduce what we're gonna do now, guys. In season 3, we're gonna do better about introducing new music to you. Now, a lot of the things that we talk about on our shows are probably new to some people, but we're trusting that you guys are already familiar with a lot of these things. So we're gonna introduce you to stuff that we find. So, Soops, do you have a song that you found that you wanted to? Well, you know what? Before we do that, we got to honor our sister, Miss Christina Curates. She found a song that she wanted us to share with everybody. So she found a song called Remedy by Sharice, or is it Sharice by Remedy? Which one do you think it is, Soops? Because she capitalized Sharice.
The artist is Sharice.
The artist is Sharice. Is Remedy.
Yeah, the song. Yeah.
All right, so that's her new find for this episode. So I encourage everybody to go stream that song, run it up, play it. We'd love to hear your feedback on how you feel about it, what you thought of it, and support that artist as well. Soops, did you have a new song you wanted to share with the folks?
Yes. Now, I may butcher these names, but these songs is perfect. This song, it was a snippet that was done a couple weeks ago. Not a couple weeks ago, but a couple months ago. I reposted the snippet because it was just so dope, and I was like, I'm hoping we really get this song. And then they just dropped it out of the blue. Like, they dropped it last week out of the blue. And it's by Ya Hunter and Ishua. Think I got it. And the song is called Moment. I think I got it. And the song is called Moment. And it's a beautiful song. When you hear it, you'll just be like, okay, this is it. You know, everybody that knows, there's a song by Cartoons called Sparkle, and that was my absolute favorite song for that year that we all met up. That was my song. Moment has replaced that song for me. Like, that song
really
has been on. It has been on repeat since it dropped. If you look at my title streams, I got 150 streams of that song, and it just dropped.
Listen, man. Oh man, you're in the chokehold right now. Okay.
Yeah, it's perfect.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. So when I say new, I mean brand new. 2025, like this week new. On the Remedy, I often ask artists to send me their joints clean or what have you. If you got something that works for the platform, send it to me. And a Houston artist reached out to me. Her name is Jana J. And she sent me a song called I'll Show You. So I always tell everybody, my catchphrase, I promise to listen, I cannot promise to play. I was 30 seconds in on this and I was like, oh, I love this. But I waited. I ran it like twice and I emailed her immediately. Like, she sent it to me. I emailed her like 20 minutes later, like, yo, I'm playing this next episode. So she sent it to me, I want to say about 2 days ago. And I'll have it on air on Saturday. If you're listening to, whenever you listen to this, I've either already played it or added it to our rotation, or I'll just be playing it coming up. So make sure you check it out. Jana J, I'll Show You. I don't know for a fact if it's streaming yet. It's that new. Like, they cooked it and sent it to me. So I don't know if it's streaming yet, but I will find out.
When I grow up, I want to be like you. Like,
oh man.
You getting exclusives and shit. Like, I'm just,
man.
I'm just honest though. You getting these people
sending
me.
Listen, man. I asked for them to send it to me, and I look. I want to put the dope stuff out there on the platform that I have available. And of course, she's H-Town, so we got to support the house. So yeah, I'll find out if it's streaming. I think it is, but I'm not sure because I haven't seen it on streaming. But I'll find out from her. But Jana J, I'll Show You. If I can get a streaming link, I'll definitely put it up, and we'll put the links up to all of the new songs in the description, so you guys can just click on it and just go right to it. That way you can support these artists directly. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Soops, thank you for that. I think that's gonna be dope. And if if your song got you in the chokehold like that, then I know it's gonna be crazy because you playing that around us had me locked. I listened to it on the flight on the way home. So so I know it's real.
Don't get me wrong. I still listen to it and it take me right back to us in the truck. Like it still take me back to that. But now that this moment is something I didn't cook dinners to it. I didn't listen to it while I was at work. Like this song,
that's what's up.
This song has got me in the choke.
You know a song is dope when you're living with it. You know what I'm saying?
And
that's fire.
And we needed, like, you know what I'm saying? What was the last song you lived with for a while?
To be honest with you, it's gonna sound crazy. Victoria Monet's "Touch Me" remix with Kehlani.
Okay.
I don't know why. It could be a salacious reason or whatever, but it's just that sound of that song. Maybe I was visualizing what was happening in the song or whatever, but that song just had me I could listen to it like on repeat for like 30 minutes, just play it back to back to back. And I don't know, man. I mean, musically, I like the chords of it. It kind of gives me a little bit of Say Yes or, you know what I'm saying, Jeanne or whatever. I don't know what. But
I gotta listen to it again. I gotta listen to it again.
The way it comes, I don't know. That one had me. But yeah, I understand exactly what you mean. I'm looking forward to a new song to have me in the chokehold like that.
Yeah. I think 2025 is gonna be that year where we just gonna get some. We might get some bangers. Like, I ain't trying to go long or nothing, but shout out to Kendrick. Like, I think he really got the artistry thing on lock, and it gave others the green light to be like, I can be an artist. Like, I can be an actual artist. So, I think that's what we're gonna get this year. You know,
I'm looking forward to it. And speaking of artists, we normally, you know, we're not gonna forget our segment about our merch and our t-shirts and hoodies and all of that. And Soops, you got some dope artists on yours, yo. I'm seeing what's going on over there. Like, let us know what's popping.
This is my top 5 hoodie. I got
top 5. Cut the check to Soops Kitchen, man. Cut the check to Soops Kitchen.
This is the hoodie I was wearing in the commercial that they put me in. So I'm quote unquote famous. But
you're a model, bro. Cut the check. Top 5. Cut the check to my brother. He is a model. He out here. Cut the check now. Come on, we got to get him on his agency. Don't make me call his agent. I was so proud when I seen that shit. I was like, oh.
That was so weird to me, man.
That's hard.
Oh, good night.
Oh, she's getting ready for bed. Good night.
No, it's at Dilla. This is the one. Is where we at? Dilla, Knowledge, the Soul Council, Apollo Brown, and Organized Noise. Like, this is my all-time favorite producers. You know, and collectives. Well, I think 2 collectives, Organized Noise, and the Soul Council. So
that's hard. Cut the check, top 5. You got, you know what I'm saying? Respect my brother's modeling style. You know what I mean? No artists today. I decided since it's Black History Month, we're gonna honor. I don't know if the glare could show you. This is the National Museum of African American History and Culture. This is it's a souvenir I got when I went to DC, and I actually went to the museum. And I encourage everybody, if you have a chance to go visit the museum in DC, please do so. It changed my life, and I'm not bullshitting. It really did change. I learned so much, and it was really great experience with my family. So I encourage everybody to go if you can. If you have been, go back again. I'm sure they're changing a lot of the exhibits. They also have an amazing music exhibit on the 3rd level. You can actually play records, and they got the mothership from Funkadelic. I mean, it's really incredible. So I encourage everybody to go support that. So yeah,
they got Jay Dilla's MPC.
Yes, they do.
They got his MPC there.
They got nice. They got the equipment, the Knife Wonder Oh Your Son in there too. They got his beat making machine in there too. I'm not lying. You can actually play it too. So yeah. He can give it to the museum, but he can't give you some. You know, we're not gonna bring that into. Yo.
Damn.
He donated. You donated to the wrong thing. You're supposed to give it to, you know what I'm saying? But you know, we're gonna tackle that when we have a conversation with Knife Wonder, whenever that happens. You know what I'm saying? Yo, on behalf, look, we love our sister Christina Curates. We holding her down. Please make sure you guys reach out to her, send her some love. Hit our social media up and just touch bases with her, just check in on her. She is not going anyway. She will be back. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we're going to hold her down. We send love and condolences and prayers and thoughts to the family of Roxanna Love. May she rest in peace. And we dedicate this episode to her and to her memory and to her family and her loved ones. So please, of course, lift that family up in your prayers if you can. And we appreciate everybody who has held us down for 2 seasons. Season 3 is officially on. We are back. The Soul Curators are back. So please make sure you are subscribed to everything related to the Soul Curators. You know what I'm saying?
It's going to be a crazy ass season, man.
Oh, this is going to be wild. This is going to be
It's
wild.
Gonna be a crazy ass season.
Make sure you are subscribed and following the MPN Network on all platforms, mpnllc.com. Make sure you can get the show there. Of course, follow Mr. Al Pete. Soups, tell them where they can get to you, sir.
I am Soops Kitchen on everything. You can Google and everything will pop up. X, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Blue Sky. Blue Sky is dope, man. Check that out. Threads, Soops Kitchen. I'm Soops Kitchen everywhere. If you want to listen to my podcast or listen to my playlist, I'm also Soops Kitchen on SoundCloud, Tidal, YouTube, Apple Music, and Spotify. And that's SOOPS, and then of course Kitchen. There you go.
That's what's up. Are you gonna be outside anywhere playing music soon? You'll let us know.
I want to be, but I don't know, man. I might get back out there. I don't know. It's crazy. It's weird.
Let us
it's
know.
Weird out. It's weird.
Yeah, well, you'll let us know. You'll let us know when you bless in Cleveland. You'll let us know for sure. We'll make sure we put it out there, get everybody pulled up. I am your man, Mr. Goodbar, host and producer, creator of The Remedy in Houston, KPFT 90.1 FM and HD2 every Saturday from 6 to 8 p.m. Of course, you can catch me there. This is my first podcast. My second podcast is Conversation with Mr. Goodbar. The very first episode of season 2 is starring Mr. Al Pete, our producer. So please go run that up. You know what I'm saying? And we had a great time. It was a great conversation. I appreciate him pulling up on me. Paid in Full in Houston, we are reactivated. We're probably going to start doing stuff quarterly. We had our first return to the streets in January, and it was crazy. We had a great time. So you can catch me there if you're in the city of Houston. And here with the Soul Curators, as usual, we are back with season 3. So make sure you are following us. I'm on all social media, Mr. Goodbar. Like Soops mentioned, I'm on Blue Sky heavy. I'm on IG heavy. Everywhere else, I'm still there. But, you know, just do a search, Mr. Goodbar, MistaGoodBar. And it's me. I'm the only one. So that's it.
Hey,
shout
wait,
to Mr. Al Pete.
Ain't you like an original something? Like you an original... What are you? An original OK player? Like what?
Yeah. Shout out to Von P from Tanya Morgan. I am an original OK player. I don't have the OK sign on my name, but I am original. He actually was the reason that I kept Mr. Goodbar in everything else that I'm doing, because when I moved into these spaces, I was trying to figure out what I was going to call myself, because this name is actually kind of silly. But he was like, "Why would you change your name? Everybody knows you as that." I was like, "Oh, okay." So 24 years later, we still Mr. Goodbar out here.
and my eyes, Von P is a legend to me. Like I've been listening to his music for a long time. So that's dope.
Yes, he is. Dope. Shout out to Von P. Shout out to the whole Tanya Morgan crew. So again, shout out to Mr. Al Pete on the production tip. Thank you, boss, for everything you do. Shout out to our sister Christina Curates. You are with us in spirit as always. Soops Kitchen. It's another one, man. We knocked it out the park, bro.
We got one.
You know what I'm saying? Under the belt, season 3. We be back at it. The Soul Curators. Thank you guys for tuning in and listening. Please make sure you subscribe to us and stay connected. Peace and love.
Peace.
Thank you for tuning in to the Soul Curators podcast, powered by the MPN Network. You can check us out on all streaming platforms where podcasts are available.